Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today, we're taking care of the old bod with body goodies. Next, I prepare my poblano stuffed peppers. Comfort food with a kick. But first, we're getting the band back together. Take 5 veteran rock musicians, and what do you get? Generation Rock. It's no frills, old school rock and roll. Great musicianship and vocals. Long live rock. Well, Leanne Binder is the one who contacted me to tell me all about Generation Rock and this rehearsal that you invited me to.
We're so glad you showed up.
I miss live rock music. I mean, your selections are awesome, and I really think, the Mahoning Valley needs this.
I agree. That's
you
why
need
February,
this too.
I needed it really bad. That's why I started making phone calls. I'm like, guys, I think we need to do this. And, one call led to another, and pretty soon we have Generation Rock.
And, I mean, you've got, we are talking the workhorses of bands, going back to the 70s. I mean,
Yep.
You've got a really strong lineup.
Yeah, these are monster players.
Unfortunately, we've lost a lot of the venues that play the live bands.
Yeah, it's been really, really hard. That's why when we put Generation Rock together, we put it specifically together to do big shows.
And, I really like the selections. I mean, the Zeppelin, of course, you always, pay tribute to Janis Joplin. You do such a good job with her.
Thank you.
What other selections did you guys decide upon?
Well, we're doing some heart, and we're doing some things that are a little bit out of the box. I don't want to give it all away because we've worked really, really hard to put together a show that you're not going to see anywhere else but here. But I can guarantee you, it probably spans at least 3 decades. There's some really insane medleys, and you will not believe it. That's what I can guarantee you.
Well, this band does have a lot of heritage, and as we spoke of earlier, Patsy Palumbo. The percussionist for Generation Rock, and Patsy, I just love you.
So good to see you again.
So good to see you.
We've worked out.
And you're twirling, you're jamming, you are banging this.
Yeah.
And you have not missed a beat.
Thank you.
Do you miss this?
Well,
do you miss performing?
I miss playing live. And when we did the Youngstown Music Awards a couple years ago, Leanne worked with us, and we just hit it off. It was like a magic working with her. So Roy and I said, boy, we'd love to work with you. And she was looking for a band, so we put it all together. So we're having a lot of fun.
What do you miss? What do you miss from, the heyday? Do you miss anything?
You know what I miss? I miss the time when there were places to play that were large halls with large stages. The days of the arcade, the apartment.
They didn't offer me the keyboard gig. That went to Lake Balm. And
somebody had to do it.
That's right, man. I tried, but I'm just so busy. But you are the youngin' of this band.
I am. I'm the pup of the band.
How did you wind up with this group?
Well, I met Leanne at the Divas show. We did the Divas show last year at the Ford Theater, and I got hired on to do some picking guitar because the guitarist they had wasn't the greatest at picking specifically, so I got specifically a picking guitar job, which was great. Okay. It was a lot of work. And then after the show, Leanne was like, are you interested in doing some more work, some more gigging and stuff? And I said, yeah. I said, let me know what you have in mind, and we'll talk from there. And a couple months went by, and she contacted me and said, hey, I've got this great idea, and I want to do this show, and I want to put this band together, and if you're on board, I think we can make it work.
Man, it was just too bad I was so busy because, they wanted me to play guitar too. Couldn't do keyboard, couldn't do guitar, busy with other stuff.
Cowbell?
Rama's going to fill in with me. Rama, this, I've known you forever.
Almost 25 years.
I know.
That's crazy, isn't it?
And what do you, other than Generation Rock, what have you been up to?
Couple bands, Graphic Pink, way back in the day, which I know you know.
Oh, yeah.
A little blues rock thing called Triple Threat.
Yes.
new band with the old guys from the house band called Five Live.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff going on.
How about this project? Do you like this?
It's a great project. So Leanne and I actually played together for almost 10 years.
I know. You did
Recorded
a
a
great
couple
job.
albums together. We got to go to Europe a couple times. It was awesome. So when she called me and said, hey, I have this project and it's for charity, and I'd just like to talk a little bit. So the American Cancer Society, which this is for, actually last April I was diagnosed with cancer. I probably didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Had surgery in June, and I'm fine now, completely fine. So this is a show that's gonna really kind of click close to home with me.
Another former left-ender is Roy Guerrieri, and he is the soul of the band. You know, the bass is my favorite instrument.
Is that right?
And, you know, because you guys got a lot of soul. You are, you know, the beat and the backbone of the band.
We hold it all down.
You do. But, you know, how do you, are you enjoying Generation Rock?
I am very much. You know, we got together, Left End called me for the Hall of Fame. I hadn't played in 30 years. This is where you have to come back. We're doing this Hall of Fame thing, and they're going to honor us. And at that time, Dennis was very sick. So they got the idea of having the local members take turns singing the songs, and I had a chance to meet Leanne. And I really miss playing. I realized that I really like to get back and doing this. And then when Leanne wanted to get something together, I said it'd be a good opportunity. It's going to take me a while to get back in the groove, but I really enjoy it. She's an excellent singer. I really like good singers. I always tell everybody, you could have a great band and a bad singer, and you're a bad band. You got a mediocre band and a great singer, and you're going to make it.
It can
and
carry
I think
you.
Leanne is one of the best in the area, and I enjoy playing.
Now, this show, you are going to do like 3, 4, 5 a year,
Yeah.
and then you'll earmark them. You know, some of the partial proceeds will go to different charities.
That was kind of the plan. You know, we thought all of us work in different musical things and do a lot of different things throughout the year. But this band in particular, I said, you know, it'd be kind of cool if on occasion we could belly up with a really great charity, but whether it be, you know, an animal charity or something for people or somebody that needs something, and just kind of make it a community thing too. Because and actually all the guys too are big proponents of making sure we pay stuff forward. It's just really important. And if we get to music and get to play, you know, put things forward like that and pay things forward, it's a win-win situation, so why not do it?
Wow! That is powerful. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. I love that pineapple beer, and I want to take some home.
Would you like a pint to go?
Too small.
Would you like a growler?
Too big.
Well, how about a crowler?
Perfect size. What's a growler?
It's a can. It's a growler. No, it's the crowler. It's 32 ounces that we seal for you to go and enjoy anywhere you want to. Sealing the can gives it a much longer shelf life, and because it's lightweight, it's much more portable if you want to go camping or take it to a concert or just take it home. Here's your Halakahiki pineapple beer to go, and remember, bring the can back, we'll recycle it and give you a free one for your next fill.
I love this idea. Cheers to the crowler.
And cheers to you, Casey.
Good job, Phil. Cheers.
Okay guys, you've just made the most important decision of your life. Now what do? Your engagement ring should be as special as your bride-to-be. She deserves better than look-alike inventory. Remember, a bigger price tag does not mean better quality. Real men get real jewelry. It's time to get real. Here's what we offer. A unique selection, 2 graduate gemologists, 2 craftsmen to design exactly what you want, in a local family-owned business for the 3rd generation. You know what to do. Get real, get Kamara.
Part of growing up in Youngstown is growing up with Rowley Brothers Markets. Even friends who have moved out of town come to shop and say hi when they're home for a visit.
And my family has always shopped at Rowley's, and today they are still my favorite grocery store. My recipes depend on the best ingredients, and that's why I get them at Rowley's, where you'll always find the freshest food at the best prices.
Rowley Brothers is a proud sponsor of the Casey Malone Show. The quality that customers have come to expect is true local flavor.
Hurry into a Spitzer location near you to enjoy the lowest prices of the year on some of our best-selling 2016 models. You can save thousands on your new vehicle with the Spitzer Model Year-End Sales Event. Spitzer, saving you more since 1904.
4 for $5 till 6. Happy hour at Sadie's Place inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. Well, today I'm going to prepare a really easy comfort dish. Everyone is familiar with stuffed peppers. My mother makes delicious stuffed peppers, but it's just ground beef and rice and tomatoes. I am giving it a twist, and this has got a little bit of a kick. This will be my stuffed poblano peppers. My husband, Ken, loves poblanos. They're a little bit spicy, but not overpowering. They have a really nice smoky texture. They bake really nice. So I'll be using the poblano as the little vessel for our meat. And instead of ground beef, I'm going to be using hot sausage. Buy it in bulk. A lot of people love the Rowley Brothers brand. They love Catullo's, DePizzo's, whatever your favorite hot sausage is, and everything else will remain the same. We'll add a little bit of rice, some breadcrumbs, but we'll use some different cheeses to top it off with. And I'm telling you, in under an hour, this is a great and easy main dish. So let's get started with my stuffed poblano peppers. For this recipe, you'll need 3 or 4 poblano peppers, 1.5 pounds of your favorite hot Italian sausage, 1/2 cup of cooked rice, 1 small onion diced, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs, 1 10 or 14 ounce can of spicy diced tomatoes or your favorite salsa, queso fresco cheese or shredded taco blend cheese. Well, I've already preheated the oven to 375 degrees. And I took the small onion that was diced and put that with a little bit of butter in a small skillet, and I've softened it. So we can add that to the recipe. And then I cooked off a 1/2 cup of rice, which probably brought it to almost a full cup. And I have my 9x13 pan, and I treated it with cooking spray. And now I will take the diced tomatoes with green chilies. There's a lot of different brands of this, or you can take your favorite picante or salsa and use that as the base. And then I am just going to pour this into the bottom of the dish. So now we'll begin assembling everything else. This recipe is enough for 6 to 8 stuffed poblano peppers, depending on the size of the pepper. These are a nice medium size. And I destemmed them, and then I took out all the seeds, and then I cut them lengthwise. So it'll be a nice little pepper boat to hold the hot sausage. And right now I have 6 ready to go. So then I'll assemble the meat. We have 1.5 pounds of hot sausage. I will add the cooked onion. I will add the egg, and then the rice and the breadcrumbs. And that's it. That is all you need. Now we'll just get in there and mix it all together. And the egg night, is nice for the moisture. And then of course, with the rice, you have a nice binder along with the breadcrumbs. And I mean, this isn't hard and fast. If you want to have a little more starch in there, you can always make more rice. If you don't want any starch, you really don't need to add the rice. So now you start assembling them. And it's probably, what would that be? About a half a cup. And I just try to evenly line the pepper with this, so it will cook evenly once we pop it in the oven. And you just kind of form it along the line of the pepper. Leave a little bit of height in there. But you don't want to overstuff it because then it'll take that much longer to cook through. So then we just, there, perfect, beautiful, nice, and put that in our dish. These filled up the pan perfectly. 6 gorgeous peppers. Cover them with foil, and we're gonna pop them in the oven for 30 minutes. Well, I just pulled these out. It's been 30 minutes. Remove the foil. I'm not going to put the foil back on. And I really like the queso fresco cheese. It's a mild, soft, crumbly Mexican cheese, and it really works nicely with this dish. If you're not a fan of this, you can use a taco Mexican blend shred, or you don't have to use any cheese at all. But now that you remove the foil, you just want to get these browned a little bit on top and get these cooked further. But I'll tell you, these smell amazing. So I'm going to pop these back in, uncovered, for another 30 minutes, and then dinner will be served. So it's about an hour baking time total at 375, and then let them rest a little bit just to, you know, settle down a little bit, about 5 or 10 minutes before you serve them. And, you know, I always have been a big fan of your traditional
My
stuffed
the
peppers.
good old Stella stuffed peppers.
Yeah, Stella's stuffed with the red or the green bell peppers and, you know,
Whatever's in season.
wonderful ground beef and that. But what do you think of the kicked up version?
I have been dying to taste them.
Little bam.
Oh, they're great.
Aren't they good?
They're very good. And I love these peppers.
The poblano is mild. It doesn't have that bitterness to it, but it's smoky. And I think they're really good. Now, because there's a little bit of heat, I thought that the California Cider Company, they make Ace. This is a pineapple cider. It is not real sweet, but it really will cut through some of the heat, and it's refreshing with this kind of dish. What do you think?
Here's Hawaii.
Here's to the pineapple. Cheers!
That's right.
This is really good. It's a nice palate cleanser.
I like that.
Well, just go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com, for the stuffed poblano pepper recipe, and you are going to love it.
They're
Thanks,
delicious.
Mom. Oh, cheers.
Anytime. Cheers.
This is the Casey Malone Show.
Hi everybody, I'm Danny, owner and operator of Cthulhu Prime Meats, a third-generation butcher shop that not only specializes in quality, but also in customer service and doing things in a new technological way. Chris here is our customer service manager. Chris, what do you think that we do differently than any other grocery store?
I think we personally not only offer great product, but we can offer a great customer service experience as well. We try and treat all our customers like they were family and friends, ask how their family's doing just so they can keep in touch, and give them that customer experience that they deserve.
And the nice part is we not only do that inside the store, but also on CthulhuPrimeMeats.com, where you can buy a lot of our products that we carry here, whether it be grass-fed beef, organic chicken, some of our specialty burgers and bacon. Those are wonderful, and we're going to provide that same customer experience online as we do in store.
Come see us in store or online. Make your next meal one to remember.
$5 Burger Mondays at Sadie's Place, inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. Cerny means trucks. For over 50 years, the Cerny family has been the area's leader for medium and heavy-duty international trucks. New or pre-owned, Cerny means trucks. Easy to find. Cerny Motors is conveniently located at Route 46 and 80. At Cerny Motors, no job is too big or too small. Cerny Motors Service will keep you on the road. For service, parts, sales, lease, or rental, Cerny means trucks.
Hurry into a Spitzer location near you to enjoy the lowest prices of the year on some of our best-selling 2016 models. You can save thousands on your new vehicle with the Spitzer Model Year-End Sales Event. Spitzer, saving you more since 1904.
I am blessed with a wonderful husband. He's stuck with me through thick and thin, and he's a fantastic father. So when he needed long-term care, not just any place would do, we did our research. Everyone said, trust the name you know, Briarfield. With all those locations, there's always one close. That made it easy for me and the kids to visit more often, Briarfield.
Trust the name you know, Briarfield. Proudly serving the Valley for over 20 years.
Heidi Goldberg knows skin, and her soaps, balms, oils, and lotions are made from natural ingredients and are a treat for your body and your senses. Pamper yourself with the products at Body Goodies in Liberty. Well, it's been many years since I've been to Body Goodies, and every time I stop in, Heidi Goldberg, the owner, always has new additions, and you have expanded way beyond your mission of, organic natural soap.
Right.
I mean, you have so many products now.
Yeah.
And I just love the success that
Thank
you have
you.
achieved with your business.
Thank you.
And for those not familiar with Body Goodies, Heidi, tell them how you got into this natural, organic products for the body.
It really started with a personal journey. I had a lot of issues with allergies and responses to things, and I was on a mission to create something that I could use. And then it became a business somehow, word of mouth, I guess, and it became something a lot of people can use with no issues, and people with issues even come here because they've heard about it, and we help them and make them better.
I mean, liquid hand soap. This stuff is incredible. Now, what made you go into this area?
I was on a personal mission with that one too. It was just something that I hadn't done. I really didn't have a desire to do, but we had a lot of parents coming in with children with eczema on their hands, and their soap they were using in their schools were bothering them. So we actually I was on a mission to create something that they could take to school with them in a container that wasn't a bar of soap that they'd have messy sitting around.
Yeah.
So I developed that. It is my formula, so it's basically my good soap in a liquid form.
And this was one of your signature bars.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love
Low Tide.
Low Tide, and it's got the sand in it to exfoliate your feet so you are summer ready. And this is still probably one of your number one sellers.
Yeah, always. People that work in any kind of industry where their hands get rough or dirty love it. Mechanics, painters, anything like that. But just every day, the great thing about that bar is it's got the ability to exfoliate all this stuff off your hands, but it's such a well-made base that it still moisturizes your skin.
And these.
Scuzz
You are
balls.
going to die when you find out about what a scuzz ball is. Now, I know a couple scuzz balls, but so please explain the scuzz ball, because I'm going home with a scuzz ball. That sounds bad.
Things here just come to me because I'm on it. Like, I just get these weird whims, and I'm like, I just want a soap named Scuzzball. And then I'm like, Scuzzball, what can I do with a Scuzzball? So I actually smashed up bars of my soap, and on my benches in the back, I just lay out different piles of botanicals and scrubby things, and I'll just mash them in it and roll them up, and they're my little beloved Scuzzballs. So they're super scrubby. They're great for the hands and feet. You can use them on the body, but you just have to be aware that they do have scrubby things in them.
So, like, if you're gardening, I mean, really, for this time of year,
Yeah.
this is good. If you're working outside a lot,
Awesome.
I mean, this is great to keep,
Yep.
next to the
Yeah.
sink.
And they're always different. We don't know. I mean, it's my great soap rolled in things.
So
but
it's a million different little soaps.
a million, yeah.
Now, a lot of times, Heidi is in her mad science laboratory making all of her soaps and her visions. And Michelle is very knowledgeable and will assist you. You've been here for a while.
I have, yes.
How did you come to find Body Goodies?
Well, I had my own skin issues, and Heidi happened to make a post on Facebook about opening a soap store. So I walk into her store thinking I'm going to get this great chocolate smelling soap, something similar to Bath & Body Works, and she took a look at my skin and was like, yeah, you don't need that kind of stuff, and we don't do that here.
Well, mad scientist Heidi, this looks good enough to eat. I mean, the Tiffany blue, my favorite color. I mean, really, it looks like a beautiful cake.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you said you've been obsessing about this. Huh?
I have. I have something in my mind that I need to make a bar named Bluebird, and I just want a bar named Bluebird. So as I was thinking about that, the bar sort of came to life just yesterday. So I have millet on the top, which is something bluebirds eat. I've got the leaf skeletons, and originally the idea for the bar was not a blue bar, but it just came to life once I thought of what was going on the top. I needed it to have that color bottom.
And then what is the scent, the essential oils in here?
I love it's patchouli, orange, lime, lemon, vetiver, and hoe wood. So it's got this crispy, clean citrus smell with a really deep, warm patchouli and a slight hint of just a very earthy hoe wood and vetiver. It's a really complex but simple bar. Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Now what is this beautiful line?
That is raw dark cocoa. It's just a very, very, very thin layer.
What do you have coming up? I mean, what is your next obsession?
I have a few things in mind that I want to do this year. I really want to work on a spot treatment stick for acne.
Yes.
Spot treatments. I've had it in mind for a couple of years. I really want to get that in place this year before the holidays. And then every month we have something limited that launches always because I get bored making the same thing.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.